Hold on, Scorpio. I already dropped the card. One second. I have to move my table. I'm going to let you know what the card is, just in case it's relevant. We'll see to your reading, because it was weird the way it popped out. Okay. Ooh, Queen of Wands in reverse. It speaks to insecurity. We'll see if that's relevant. Maybe it was just an accident. We'll see. All right. So, Scorpio, this is your 2025 prediction. So, let's get you an oracle card. Oops. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get started. Jeez. Everything going on over here. Okay. 2025. Scorpios, how you doing today? All right. 2025 predictions. I have all the other signs posted up to Scorpio. So check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign for a full picture of 2025, or to cross watch for your person or people of interest. All right. So this oracle is going to give us our general theme of 2025. So let's see what we have in store for you guys. One more shuffle. All right. General theme of 2025 for Scorpio. All right. Your oracle is dance. When we ask for guidance, take action, and put our faith in an outcome we can't yet see, we've begun to dance with grace. So this is about asking the universe questions and waiting for the answer. Also being open to receiving the answer. Dance to me is also about manifesting. Because, you know, when you manifest, you're supposed to set an intention. And then act as if. So that would be taking action. And then, you know, expecting what you're trying to manifest to happen. Right? So you set the intention, you act as if, and then you expect the outcome that you're manifesting because you're acting as if, right? So this also reminds me of manifesting. So maybe you'll be focusing on manifesting what you want this year. Okay, let's get you some oracle, Scorpio. All right. If you've ever been curious about getting a personal reading from me, you can reach out to me via the email down below. I've also posted some all signs videos on my channel and some other Scorpio readings as well. Okay. General for Scorpio for 2025. And then we'll move on to singles, those in a relationship, and your career. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I feel like you're starting the year off with soul searching this year. Possibly holding back from people, just kind of focusing on yourself. You might feel like you're a little bit of a mess. Getting your finances together. You might be focused on saving at the beginning of this year. General for Scorpio. You may have some conflict going on. And so you just want to stick to yourself and figure things out. You're like, things are just not going my way in regards to certain things, certain people. I just need some time to myself. I just need to sit and think. I feel like is what I'm hearing you say. And then also with your finances, you're like, oh, what am I going to do? Like, things are changing or things have to change. I feel like you're hitting a roadblock, possibly with a person, an earth sign, or in your career, or with a boss. I feel like you're hitting a point early on in the year where you're like, this has come to the end of the road. I'm starting something new. Whether that's in regards to your career or with an earth sign or with anyone. I feel like you've come to the conclusion after spending some time with yourself that something is just not working out. You're ready for a new chapter. You're ready for new. So you possibly cutting out a fire sign or earth sign who is just burdening you. You feel like it's the end of the road. It's the end of the road for something or someone. I feel like you're going to feel really successful once you finally cut this person or this thing out of your life. Yeah, you're seeking more balance with your finances as well. Okay. So let's go for singles. That's just a general energy of the year. I see you cutting things out and ready for new. Singles. I'm curious what you guys would like to see in the next series. I'm almost done with the yearly predictions, and then I'll be moving on to doing more all signs videos. And more themed videos. I'm curious what you guys would like to see. You can leave a comment down below if you have anything in mind, topic-wise, that you would like to explore with me. All right, so singles in 2025. What can singles expect? Single Scorpios expect in 2025. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. All right, Scorpio. Ooh. I feel like you're going to be going through some introspection at the top of the year, and then you are going to decide you're going to need to make a choice in love, possibly. Yeah, I feel like you're cutting someone out, but you also have another option. There's someone you're cutting out that you see as sneaky and manipulative. And I see you cutting this person out, possibly choosing another person or just Xing someone out of your life in general. And exploring something new. Yeah. You may have been dealing with this person for a while, but if this is the singles read, then maybe it was like a long-term situationship. Yeah, you just feel like you've outgrown this. Yeah, you're choosing to no longer deal with the burden of this person. This could have been, was this like a long-term situationship, spirit, or something like that? Maybe you guys have been on again, off again. Yeah, it was imbalanced. It was never in balance. You could just never quite get on the same page with this person. And plus, you feel like they're sneaky. You never exactly knew where this was going. Maybe this person refused to ever tell you exactly where this was going. I feel like you're just focused on the future. Yeah, I feel like you guys used to be on a loop-de-loop together. That's why I call it when you guys are just on again, off again, on again, off again. But this is a singles read. So that leads me to believe either you're single at the start of the year, or maybe you guys never officially were official, or you're just on and off so much that it's like you're practically single majority of the time you deal with this person. I feel like you just could never get on the same page as this person. Yeah. I feel like you were always kind of single from this person, even though it looks like you've dealt with them for a while. So you, like I said, it might have been a long to medium term situationship that just never got off the ground. Okay, what's next for Scorpio after this? I feel like you're going to feel like you're going to start doing some introspection on yourself after you cut this person off. You're going to start focusing on your self-love, revealing things to yourself about yourself, having revelations about yourself. Maybe why you dealt with a person like this in the first place. This reading is really reminding me of Libra that I just did. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of introspection about yourself, revealing things about yourself. After you cut this person off, I feel like you're going into like a self development, like self change, changing the way that you view yourself, and also changing, like revealing things, getting really honest with yourself about yourself. What are these things about themselves for Scorpio? How you communicate, what you communicate to others. Maybe you feel like you give the impression that you're not a challenge. And that's something that you're going to be honest about yourself. Maybe you make it too easy for people to have access to you. Yeah, I feel like you're like evaluating how available you are to other people. I feel like you don't like that about how you moved in the past, how available you made yourself to other people. Anything else that's going to come in for Scorpio? I see you possibly hooking up with someone, though. Having some hookups. Dealing with a couple people that you just don't like, and they don't even feel right. So I feel like this work you're going to do on yourself is going to help you with your intuition and being able to read people more quickly, not letting them get you in the loop, right? to where you need to recover from this relationship. It's like it's more easy for you to quickly evaluate people this year. Any viable options for 2025 for Scorpio? Too many cards. Any viable options for Scorpio? I do see options. I feel like you might still be healing. You might just be focused on working on yourself and working on your stability this year. I keep seeing the Emperor show up in the deck though. So maybe you have someone showing up at the end of the year or the new year, like 2026. Because I keep seeing it in the deck as I'm shuffling, like it keeps making its presence known, but it's not popping out. So that tells me it might not be 2025, but it's close. I don't see you doing a lot of dating though. I feel like there's a couple people that you might end up dealing with, but none that you fully make, the leap with. And then we have the Emperor. Now the Emperor pops out. Is the Emperor going to be 2025 upright or after 2025 or 2026? Upright for 2025. Is the Emperor going to be 2025? I think yes. I think it's going to be towards the end though. I think towards the end of 2025 is when you meet the Emperor. Early on, I feel like you're going to be focusing on yourself and focusing on healing with people that you dealt with in the past. Then I see you having a couple options through the year and then meeting an Emperor at the end of 2025, like the last quarter of the year, meeting an Emperor. Now that's somebody who embodies all four kings. So that's somebody who's emotionally available, a good communicator, someone who's good with their finances and they're stable, but they're also a leader, somebody who can lead you and a family, somebody who takes action. They don't leave you wondering, stuck in your head. All right, let's move on to those already in a commitment for Scorpio. Those already in a current commitment for Scorpio. What can those in a commitment expect? I feel like you guys are going to be growing stronger. You may possibly be dealing with a Leo. I feel like you guys may go through some challenges that are also building strength in your relationship. You may be dealing with issues of feeling valued in the relationship, or you or the other person could go through some financial instability in the relationship. It's almost looking like it might come down to one person financially supporting the household because one of you may have a hiccup in their career, either you or this other person, and it ends up being like one person holding up the fort. I feel like that makes you guys stronger. Yeah, Lover's card. Yeah, one of you is going to be taking a break from work. Possibly working on cultivating a new skill. So maybe one of you is going back to school. But I feel like even though you guys are kind of hitting a hiccup, it's like the other person offers to, I don't know why I'm getting finance in this, but the other person kind of offers to hold up the fort while the other person is dealing with this. Or this is a decision you two decide together that one of you is going to stop working. Tell me about the Magician in reverse. Yeah, maybe someone was having difficulty in the workplace or difficulty finding work or something like that. I don't know why this is speaking a lot to career for the couples reading. I'm getting a sense of somebody may stop working and the other person is holding up the fort. Maybe they were having like long-term difficulty in the workplace. And so you guys decide together though. But I feel like it's positive. It's not like someone loses their job and now it really upsets the family. I feel like you two both come together and decide, you know what? How about you just take a break for a while? I'll hold down the fort. Like someone saying, I got you. I'll support you. So this could be you, Scorpio, deciding to, I guess we'll see in your career reading. Now, if this isn't about career, one of you might decide to take a break from the relationship. But I feel like you guys both decide together. If this isn't about finance, I feel like you guys decide together, like, let's take a little break to do a little bit of healing from each other. Like, we're not breaking up, but we're just taking a break. And like, you know, my heart lies with you and I know your heart lies with me, but let's just give each other some room. So you guys might be deciding to take a temporary break if this isn't about finance, but you guys have the intention of still staying together. Like it's just a break. It's not an ending. And it's on good terms, you know. Like it's not a big blow up fight. It's just kind of like you guys mutually decide maybe a break would make us stronger. But I do feel like it's about work. But I could be wrong. But whether it's, if it's a relationship, like I said, you guys are mutually deciding to take a break to benefit the relationship so that you guys can come back together stronger, so that you guys can return to each other stronger, more stable, and then you guys can have a new start. Or it's about one of you possibly leaving a career to possibly go to school or cultivate a skill or maybe focus on entrepreneurship, starting something new. So like one of you is possibly leaving a career to focus on a new entrepreneurial goal or to go back to school to be more financially stable in the future. Possibly something entrepreneurial. But like I said, it could be either of those things. It could be the finance message for some of you, and it could be the taking a break from the relationship so that you guys can come back together stronger. All right, moving on to your career, Scorpio. Let's see if that shows up in your career reading. It could be either of those messages, though. Scorpio's career 2025. One more shuffle. I'm getting that same message in the couples reading, but this is for all Scorpios, even singles. So I feel like there's something, you might be returning back to a decision that you made in the past. I do see you taking a break though on something when it comes to, yeah, there might be an ending of a job. I see you possibly returning to something that you decided to leave in the past. For some of you, that is going to be staying at home. For others of you, it might just be a career in the past that you quit. You might be returning back to an industry or a position that you quit in the past. For some of you, that's going to be staying at home. For others of you, it could be an entrepreneurial pursuit that you abandoned in the past, or just some other career that you had in the past. Yeah, definitely something you've done in the past, or an idea that you had in the past, something that you wanted to do or you were working towards. And I feel like it's going to balance out for you. Whatever this ending is in regards to your career, it's actually going to ultimately end up balancing you out. So don't freak out. I see you like when this ends, you're kind of freaking out, but there will be an offer. For some of you, those in a commitment, I see this offer because a lot of these cards are the same cards I saw in the committed people's reading. So for some of you, this offer is going to come from your person who you're currently with, offering to take the lead in regards to finances. For others of you, this might be a new pursuit or like a business offer from an employer. There's a new role coming after this ending, not too long after as well. So if you end up losing a job or quitting a job, or a job just ends up too much, you do get another offer pretty quickly. Again, it could be for something you've done already. Yeah, something that you ended. I feel like you're going to be working on something that you ended in the past. Yeah, something new. I feel like whatever this new role is, I feel like it's not going to be as financially rewarding. So that might be a little bit of an adjustment for you. I do see success though. But I feel like it's going to open up the door to you looking at all of your options. This ending is leading to options. So whether you end up staying at home for a while, you get to have time to focus and sit and think about what you actually want to do. And then for others of you who aren't going to be staying at home, who are going to be entering into that other position, I see it also opening up options for you. You're going to start to see other avenues that you can do in regards to your career while you're in that new role. So maybe you end up at a company where the thing you're doing is something you've done in the past that you didn't want to necessarily go back to doing. But once you get there, I see you having more options that you didn't notice in the past. So maybe you decide, you know what? I'm coming back to something that I didn't actually want to do, but now maybe I'll work my way up in departments here. So right now I'm working in this department, but that I don't love because it's something I've already left before in the past. But you know what? I'm going to take this for now and maybe I'll work on working my way up. I think I got that in another Scorpio read. Maybe that was in the what to expect before 2025 reading. I feel like I got that same message in another Scorpio reading. But that's what I see. Some of you will have an opportunity to stay home with your partner's help. And then that'll give you more time to think about what you want to do moving forward in the future. And then for others of you, I see you taking a role that you previously had, but you see more options in that role now or with that company now. So say you have to you lose your job or you quit your job because it's too much or whatever happens, and you end up back at Target or something. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm back at Target. But you're like, you know what? I could make the best out of this. Maybe I'll work towards their manager program this time. And I'll take advantage of that. And I already have a degree. I've just fallen down on my luck. Maybe I can join their general manager program and work my way up here. It's like you end up somewhere that you left in the past. Possibly you never felt like you would return to. But when you get back at that position or that job, you see other options other than the one you have to start at. Okay. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Check out my channel for other readings. Reach out to me down below for a personal reading. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.